What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Magic the Gathering Arena Color Challenge Beginner Series. I am your host, Raja Burrows, aka Demonic Tutor MTG, and I wanted to make this beginner series because I've been playing Magic for basically my entire life. I love the game so much, and there are a lot of fundamentals that I didn't learn growing up because the game was so new. I mean, I started playing in 1993, and there was just a lot of stuff that as a beginner I wish that somebody had articulated to me. And now with Magic the Gathering Arena, the brand new set Zendikar Rising, it's coming to mobile soon. There are going to be more people than ever playing this game. And if you are new to the game, I want to give you guys a head start. I want to give you guys some of the lessons that I didn't get. So we're going to start today just by doing a quick deck tech of the Keep the Peace a Johnny Goldmain deck. This is the first deck that you're going to be playing after you finish the tutorial. So this series assumes that you generally know the rules of the game and how lands and creatures and spells work, but we're going to be really breaking down the evergreen fundamentals of this game, and we're going to start with the deck that you're playing. So let's just go through this deck. I want to click on this stats button. Okay, so we have 24 creatures, 11 non-creatures. Here's what I want to show you about the deck. This is what is called the mana curve. So mana curve refers to, if you were to draw like a curve, right? Where are most of your spells landing? What is the average converted mana cost? Now, this is a single color deck, or a mono-colored deck. So you're not going to have to worry about, am I getting the right kinds of lands in a deck like this? But still, if you have this is a lot of low cost spells, right? 10 1-drops, 18 2-drops, 1 at 3, 1 at 4, we got some stuff at 5, and then 1 at 6. But really, we're focused on these first couple of turns of the game. That's when the action's going to happen for you. So generally speaking, if you are a creature-based deck, you got a lot of low converted mana cost spells, you're going to want to try to end the game as early as possible. Control decks, on the other hand, they maybe have some bigger spells, some more powerful spells. They still need some stuff up here. Don't get me wrong, but their stuff at 5 and 6 is going to be really, really powerful. So you're going to have to kill them before they get there. So let's go through what some of these cards do. So we got Charmed Stray. 1/1 lifelinker. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control named Charmed Stray. So cool, we got 4 of them in the deck out of 60. Maybe it's a nice bonus. Sanctuary Cat, look at the kitty! Alright, so he's just a 1/2 run-of-the-mill. He's just a little kitty cat. Nothing fancy. Tactical advantage, we saw this one in the tutorial a lot. Target blocking or blocked creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Fencing Ace, 1/1 double strike. Okay, so double strike is a mechanic where, so we know what first strike is, right? So there's first strike damage and regular damage. If a creature has double strike, it does first strike damage and regular damage, right? It hits twice. Hallowed Priest, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Hallowed Priest. So I think there's some life gain, right? Okay, so we have this lifelink Charmed Stray, right? So whenever Charmed Stray deals damage, you gain some life. So if you have this guy and this guy out, hey, we're gaining life, we're doing things, we have synergies. I love it. Impassioned Order. Okay, so now we can start to see this life gain element kind of getting fleshed out. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain a life. This is just a typical aura pump spell. It just makes some of these creatures like Sanctuary Cat like a 1/2. That's not that impressive, but 3/4. All right, that's not the worst. You could do worse than a 3/4. Moorland Inquisitor. Okay, you can pay a cost to give Moorland Inquisitor first strike. Pacifism, I love this guy. I have so many fond memories of Pacifism back in the 90s. This card's been around forever. And for good reason. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. It just blanks one of their bigger spells, right? One of their bigger creatures. And that's really, really useful in a deck like ours that is so low cost and kind of low power in that respect. So when your opponent is going to play something larger that outclasses your smaller creatures, you have an answer, right? Now, you don't have a lot of pacifisms in here, but it's more than zero, right? You got some interaction. Shrine Keeper, love this guy. Just a 2/2. Nothing fancy, just a solid, what are called bears, in reference to the original Grizzly Bear, which was a 2/2 for 2 mana. Doesn't do anything else. Just a 2/2. All right. Angel of Vitality. If you would gain life, gain that much life +1 instead. And if I have 25 or more life, it gets +2/+2. Okay, so this sort of, again, folds into this life gaining theme. If we put this Knight's Pledge on the Charmed Stray, now it's a 3/3 lifelink here, and it gains 3 life every time it deals damage. That's pretty cool. Leonin Warleader. Whenever Leonin Warleader attacks, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink that are tapped and attacking, right? So we got the kitties, we have the lifelink. It's a little more expensive. It costs 4, but it's a very aggressive card, a very good card. If you can land it, you can really do some damage with this guy. And now we got the heavy hitters. Okay, so we got Confront the Assault. Again, we remember this one from the tutorial. Cast the spell only if a creature is attacking you, but you can create a bunch of white spirit creature tokens, right? So it can be used as a defensive card, or you can just wait until they attack you, cast the spirits, not block. Like, there's nothing on this card that says you have to block with the creatures it makes, right? It's implied, I guess, kind of, maybe, but I mean, 3 white 3 1/1 flyers, that's pretty good. 3 1/1 flyers, you could do a lot worse than 3 1/1 flyers. At instant speed, not on. It's fantastic. So one thing you can do with Confront the Assault is when your opponent attacks you, if you're at a high enough life total and you're not really in danger of dying, you can cast this, let the damage through, and then get aggressive again. Angelic Reward. Oh, love this one. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has flying. Again, really, I love these enchantments, these auras with our smaller creatures, because in the early game, okay, fine, you're doing something, you're chipping away at them. But if you can put an Angelic Reward on there, again, this Knight's Pledge, you can make this kind of unimpressive creature do some pretty cool stuff. Sarah Angel. Again, this is from the original Alpha set back in 1993. She's an iconic 4/4 flying vigilance. She's the OG. There's nothing more to say. Spiritual Guardian, again, love this with the life gain. A 3/4 body with these kinds of decks is pretty good. And then Inspiring Commander, again, we remember him from the tutorial. This, again, these smaller creatures are not impressive on turn 6. They're just not. So you need to have a card like Inspiring Commander so you can go, oh, well, I play Inspiring Commander and I get to untap. If I draw, a Sanctuary Cat on turn 7, I'm not that sad about it because I gain a life and I draw another card. And depending on your draws, you can really get some stuff going and really play out a lot of creatures. So And then we have 25 planes. Again, your standard basic planes. Personally, I think 25 land is a little much for a deck like this, but for the purposes of the tutorial, I totally get it. We want to be hitting our land drops. We don't want to be wondering, like, feeling like you can't play your spells when you're just learning the game is just a terrible feeling. So I like 25 land in this context. If you're building a real deck, you're going to want to keep the land for a deck like this. Yeah, I would go with 23, maybe 24. But again, that's further down the line. This is a real bare bones basic deck tech. So that's all for this video. I wanted to make this video sort of a standalone, and for each of the following matches, I'm going to be talking through some of the strategies, some of my decisions, and really just going video by video. I want these videos to be so that you can rewatch them over and over and sort of really just hone those fundamentals, because that's what's going to make the game fun, and it's going to make you win. All right, I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, let's get to it.